Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. This is Dadhood, where we say Dadhood is more than a father. Now, on this episode, it's a very special episode. It's just the three of us. We are calling it the single parents edition. Not single, really, but we're just talking about dads who are raising their children away from their other parents, the other parent, that is. So welcome aboard this episode. Kindly remember to subscribe, hit the bell notification button, comment, like, and share to any other person who might find this useful, informative, or educative, even entertaining. My name is Preston Jane. I am a father of one and a dad to two.
My name is Kevin. You can call me Ward or Babael. Yes, I'm a father to one beautiful baby girl and a dad.
And the guy on the far left, what up?
Yeah, you can call me Saint the Remnant. I'm a dad, a father of one, dad to two, however that is. And yeah, ready to chop this up.
Yeah. In the comment section, people have been asking, what do you mean a father of one, dad to two? You're on my side. Let me just explain that so that you get to understand this. It's not just wordplay. It means I have fathered those I know of. I'm a Luya guy, obviously. Yeah. So the child I know of, I've fathered one. My buddy, baby boy. Yeah. So I'm a father of one. Biologically, I'm a father of one. I've made one child. But being a dad does not mean you biologically have brought someone in this world. So I'm a dad to two because there is another child somewhere I'm very close to that I treat as my daughter, and she treats me as the father, as the dad. Yeah. So that is it. A father of one, a dad to two. Some Saint the Remnant, is that the same case?
Same thing, man. Same thing.
Alrighty. Big up. Yeah. So today, guys, the elephant in the room. The three of us are fathers. Yes, and people expect that when you're a father, you're living with your significant other, you're living with the person you had a child with, right? Yeah, and you're journeying in this parenthood together. But for us, we are playing it in a separate field. Yeah, we are either in the outside or in the inside, wherever we are, wherever you think
somewhere
you are. Somewhere there. So, that's my son, man. He's very the toys. Bo, don't drop the toys. Don't drop them.
Brought proof.
Cars don't fly. Yeah, we got proof. We got proof.
We don't play.
Anyway, so in short, we mean we are parents.
Yeah,
we are
man.
fathers. And we are fathers, but we do not have the people we made the children that we have with, right?
Yes.
But that aside, we still are actively connected to those children, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we still have thoughts about dadhood. Yes, and we still think being separate to a person you made a child with does not make you like forget that you're a dad.
Yeah.
So briefly, your thoughts about that, being a father and a dad absent the person you made a child with. How is it? Let me start with what? Baba L.
Contrary to popular opinion, definitely Chamuemo is that new person people introduce into the life of the two of you, and the regular or the norm is people tend to believe like you have to be there, the two of you, to make things work. Currently, as for my opinion, these things are changing, and as long as you people have the understanding of the most important person in your life being that baby, being that kid in your lives, you don't have to crucify yourself in that place that is toxic, not progressive, or just healthy for you, because that kid needs you irrespective of the distance or the position you are. So contrary to popular opinion that started, it doesn't have to be the two of you ride or die to death. Ride or die to the safety and the betterment of the kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. That is very wise. Saint the Remnant.
Yeah, I used to be of that opinion. Like you have to, you have to
What changed?
tooth and nail. You have to die for your.
Yes, yeah.
Well, until I almost did. But
Literally, almost.
He was died. R.I.P.
yeah, man.
Thankfully,
I think
you are here.
number one,
Yes.
the most important thing is knowing that you are adults,
Yes.
two consenting adults
Definitely.
made or sired a child. Whatever beef you have with your other significant other does not have to affect the child. So, and as Baba El has said, you don't have to be in that setting, you know, like 4 walls or whatever, for it to work. It can work even when you're separate, and that makes us who we are, stepdads to some. And yeah, man, life has to go on. You don't have to die in that. You don't have to die in there.
Life has to go on. Another myth that people think is all the guys out here who claim to be fathers or are dads are simply deadbeats. Are simply deadbeats. These people just had children and
decided to elope.
yeah, they just ran away from it. And you not being with the mother of your child, you not being with the mother of your child
Yeah.
means like you run away from responsibility.
Yeah.
What is your take on that?
Saint, I don't know. I'm still trying to compose my thoughts towards that because I've been a victim so much.
Yes.
And I'm one big fan of posting my kid
Yes.
every time.
But the
And,
mother is not
people
posted.
know- yeah, and before it used to happen,
Yeah.
when love was love and Romeo and Juliet kind of shit was happening. Man.
Before it rained in heaven.
Yeah, things are before town core town.
Yeah.
And you see now, all of a sudden people start noticing. The coming of WhatsApp has even made it worse because those silent viewers who they're not going to like, they're not going to comment, they're not going to say anything, but they're always there. You see,
Yeah, they
WhatsApp
keep
will betray
track.
them. They view, so they track. And at times they just come the comment box and they're like, hey, nowadays you're not posting Kamama WhatsApp.
Monitoring
Yeah,
spirits.
they're monitoring team. Then now every time it's crazy for men, people just think like it's crazy for women, but when you have that moment with kids and you share about the kids every time, your situation is so common because every time you're going to just start a conversation, the first thought of hitting comes on, and then they're like, the next question is like, yo,
The mother of the child.
madam mtoi siwe uko na
I'm told you.
man, mama mtoi ako. So like, I'm the one like having this conversation. I don't know where mama mtoi is coming up in and who said there must be a mother behind. I don't want to be dark guys, but you see like hey, you can adopt a kid. Like there's many ways of having a kid. You can
Yeah.
be having a cousin, nephew, adopted
Yeah,
kid.
that's-
The
and
parent died during birth and everything else. Why would someone just think of the mother of the kid is somewhere in the picture?
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing.
And you're playing them.
Yes, and then now that is where the conversation starts. I kind of feel like it's so immature. Sorry, ladies, but it's so immature that is the first thought you'd have in mind when a man makes a movie, irrespective of the situation. And then the other bit of kusema deadbeat. Things happen, and as people say, it takes two to tangle. So, whatever the case, musema, whatever your difference, you people
Yeah.
might change, your love might change, your situation might change, but what is
Yeah.
not going to change between the two of you is being parents. That's a factor that is stuck and a title that is there,
Yeah.
irrespective of how your emotions feel, how shitty you become in a relationship, and how trashy you wanna be.
Yeah.
Yes. So me not being there doesn't mean I'm not responsible, or me not being with the mom. I might be there doing my part. I'm not just in love with the person we made love with to make this person. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Saint the Remnant.
Yo, First of all, how did we get here?
How? Tell us.
Yo, how did we get here?
Rewind.
Rewind and come back. Select it.
I think for me, I've always wanted to be a dad.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I've always wanted to be a dad, and having that privilege of being one is amazing. But the thing is, we live in a society where women are put in a pedestal, and the first thing people will think, they will, trash the dad.
Yeah.
We are always trashed at first sight. Before you even know us, we have trashed. And funny enough, most of the men go through abuse, right? But society does not understand that yet. So it's always
Are they even ready to understand that?
truth be told, like if we are talking honestly,
Yeah.
it's usually the lady's word against your word. Like it's always her word against yours.
Yeah.
Right? For example, now your baby mom, I hate that word. The mother to your child can go to authorities and say, like, this father has done ABC, and they will take her word against your word.
Any day.
Right? Like, I know of people, well, not personally, but I know a person who does prison ministry. Like, many people in prison are not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But it's because someone said a thing, and
About them.
we are being a deadbeat is sometimes it's not by choice. Some of us are being forced to be that because some of the women, for example, they cut communication entirely, right? I don't know if it's bitterness or whatever.
Emotional.
Yeah, they take that opportunity away from you entirely. Like, if you can't be in my life, then forget everything else.
Yeah,
You
like-
know?
My life. And
Yeah, man. And then now that goes. The problem with that is it will work short term.
Yeah.
Long term, it's a problem because at the end of the day, this kid is not stagnant. They will grow.
They are growing.
They will know what's
They're
up.
learning things.
Right? They will know what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And then they will come to realize, oh, smack, this is what happened, and la da da da. You know, and then resentment comes in.
Yeah.
Now the child that you fought to defend so hard now resents you, doesn't want to do nothing with you because you took the dad away, da 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 da.
Took the mother away or something.
You know, and you took the. Also, you know, the dads were not always that good as well.
Yeah, true that.
Men out here are wicked, man. So, but the topic of being a deadbeat, I think most of us, it's a mental thing. It's how we've been mentally brought up to believe that ukiona mdem akona mtoi, probably the dude does not take responsibility or whatnot. And most of us do. But again, it boils down to the word of the mother against your word.
Your word.
Right? So
It's a woman's world, man.
Another thing, like with that, why the words of the women mostly stand out is because men, we have that, especially the African setup.
yeah.
Men, we have that kind of kufa nayo. Kufa nayo. Me, I'm not going
Yeah,
to talk
nyamaza.
shit about my life.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not going to
I'm
share.
not going to share things.
Yeah.
Let them believe what they want to believe.
I don't want to sit with my boys and I look
Yes.
like Wakenya tunasema umama.
Mama.
Yeah.
Wewe ni dem, wewe ni mnyonge.
Yeah.
Like you see, again, it's okay not to be okay.
Yes.
And it's okay to speak about things. Like right now, people are taking their lives, man.
Yeah.
Because you're just a man, you cannot go face someone and talk to them. So you go take your life because you didn't have someone to
Poor
listen.
gangster.
Men don't have a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to
Yeah.
cry on.
Yeah.
Man, it's women have shoulders and chests to
They're
cry,
created,
to
yeah.
cry
Yes.
on.
Of course, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I can't tell you
And
that.
I like how you brought in the emotional bit of it.
Yeah.
And And you mentioned it's very good that you mentioned you've always wanted to be a dad,
Fam.
not just a father. Like
Fam.
make a child and be present. Kevin, sharing with you, you've always wanted that. Personally, I wanted that. And funny enough, I wanted to have a family and have like, I still have that dream. Like I
Yeah.
have a locked unit.
Yeah.
Like all my children have a mom. Yes, not just a mother. Right now, I'm thinking of my children have a mom.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the difference between a mother and a mom.
Yes.
Anyone can be a mother, but not everyone can be a mom, right?
Yeah.
So I just need a family where I have a wife who's a mom to our children.
Yeah.
Yes, to our children, and then she's a partner, she's a friend, she's a companion. You get that. But let's talk about when you say hell breaks loose, it starts raining in heaven. It starts raining in heaven.
How much time
and
we
all
got?
of a
How
sudden
much time
you
we
guys,
got?
oh no, we made a child, but yeah, this is where the divergent point is here.
Yeah.
And you find yourself on at a crossroad, right?
Yes.
Sami,
Yeah.
how important is it to just let go, or how easy? Let me not say how important. How easy or hard is it to let go the other person and say, "Yo, we have a beautiful soul here, but your push has come to shove, and we need to do this," and the child has to stay with either of us.
Yeah.
How easy or hard is it?
Man, it's tough, yo. Like, how much time we got?
We have time.
Can
We
we
have
go?
time.
Can we go personal?
We get personal.
Like, for me,
Okay, we're talking.
that's a big
To make it okay.
it's a big deal for me to have that access to the child. It's a big deal for me, again, because of my upbringing, right? I grew up. Well, my dad passed when I was 10,
Okay.
so I didn't have that connection with my dad.
Yeah.
And everything I've learned to date has been trial and error, right? More so being a dad. Let me tell you something. This is a full-time job, which you learn on the job.
On the job.
Zero pay.
Zero pay. Fam. You
No,
learn
no
on
one
the
counts
job.
the extra hours.
Yeah, man.
The overtime.
It's something that you learn on the job. And personally for me, the reason why I've always wanted to be a dad is because I didn't want to, or my child to experience what I experienced growing up, right? And that for me has, so what I do is, whatever I didn't experience with my dad, I make sure that my sons experience it with me. For example, today, every chance I get, or every chance I used to get, I would tell my son that I love him. Right? Like I needed him to know that.
Important.
Not
yes.
not to just hear it, but to know.
No, yes.
Right? Because I never heard that from my dad. Like
Yeah.
he never said that. He probably showed it, but he never
said it.
said it.
So you don't know if is he doing this
You
out
know.
of because it's an obligation,
Yeah, man.
or because he loves me.
And
'Cause you see,
I needed, you know, I need my children to know that
love
dad loves me.
Intention.
express yourself, man.
And that means two things. One, you can be like, you do not have to perform for me to love you, right? You can be whatever you want to be,
Yeah.
but I still love you, right? You do not have to take my career path. You do
Yeah.
not have to, get to do good grades and whatnot. That has nothing to. It's kind of like, I'm about to preach now. It's kind of like how God treats us, right? We don't have to perform for God for Him to love us.
To love us.
Right?
Be
He
the
loves
best
us.
behavior.
It's unconditional.
Yeah, it's unconditional, and that's what I want my children to know, right? Now, when someone takes that away from you, now that becomes a problem, right? It becomes a problem because there's that need for the child to know dad or dada my son, Dada
Yeah.
or Papa. So there's that need, right? And someone takes that away from you, it's not easy, right? We've seen people going psycho, like guns blazing and all that. It's weird because there's that connection,
My way or the highway.
right?
Yeah.
And when you take that away from someone, two things will happen. Either they will go bananas or go bonkers and lose their minds, or, for example, like for me, I had to go to therapy. Like I had to go for therapy, you know. And I remember the first time I went to therapy, my therapy didn't speak for like 4 hours. I spoke for 4 hours straight. All I could see was him taking notes. Taking notes.
Ulipata kuongea kama mwanaume and just talk with someone because now this is my
Man,
space.
because I
Take the
knew,
mic, bro. Say all you wanna say.
fam, that's because I knew Apa Kenya Nasema stays here.
This-
So
Yes,
I had to like speak
No
for
judgment,
4
no
hours.
nothing, and these are persons.
My session was like what, 2 hours, and then he
You
was
got
like,
a bonus.
it was like,
Did you pay? Did you pay for the extra 2 hours?
no, fam, it's
They
like
were that gracious?
this nigga just
Person
keep
does
talking.
realize this one needs some
Yeah.
tutorial.
And the reason why I said I didn't pay is because that was the what is it called? I don't want to plug them in. I don't know how this works, but there's a church that supports their congregation by taking them for therapy and all that. So I had
No,
to
you
go,
can say. You can say.
right.
That's
Ridgeway Baptist, shout out. So I had to go to this therapist because of, they do pro bono for Ridgeway Baptist. But mine was 2 sessions. I ended up spending 2 more. I couldn't stop talking. And then again, now it goes back to, do you want to go to court? Because the therapist called the lawyer right in front of me. Like, that's an easy case. Called the lawyer. The lawyer was like, who decided to do what to do what to do what? It's like, the chick decided to do da. And then like, that's an easy case. Just go to court and you'll be given custody. And I'm there like, what difference does this make? Now you will turn it around to do the same thing the mother is doing. Like, we can't keep doing this. Yeah, it would be the same. So I was like, you know what? Just
2 wrongs don't make a right.
yeah, man. But to answer your question, is not easy. But if you have the right support system, it makes it bearable, but not easy.
But not easy.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. It's a conversation that every time, man.
Triggers.
It triggers every crazy bit of human.